Is this the beginning of Harry and Meghan's permanent downfall in Hollywood? Hello friends, welcome back to the King YouTube channel. Today, I bring you shocking news from America, from sharp jabs by Nicki Minaj to reports that Meghan's jam business has been labeled a failed product due to poor market performance. But the most terrifying part is this: Prince Harry is reportedly gripped by intense fear that Prince William will soon strip them of their titles permanently. Has their obsession with privacy ended up destroying their own careers? Let's break down the truth behind the doors of Montecito. Once upon a time, they were VIP guests at every elite event. But now, the atmosphere has shifted. When a superstar rapper like Nicki Minaj starts throwing biting criticism and tells Harry to go home like the character E.T., this is no longer just a joke. In Hollywood, this is a signal of the cold shoulder. My analysis: Harry and Meghan are losing their appeal because they have sold their family conflict too many times. Americans are getting tired of it. Without elite Hollywood backing, they will become ordinary celebrities without institutional protection. Why is Harry so afraid? The answer is Prince William. Unlike King Charles, who may still have a sentimental side as a father, William is known to be cold and pragmatic when it comes to the future of the monarchy. Recent videos reveal that Harry realizes his time is almost up. Once William ascends the throne, the rules of the game will change completely. Losing their titles isn't just about names, it's about the multi-million-dollar branding they've been selling to Netflix and Spotify. Without titles, will anyone still want to watch their content? Meghan tried her luck in the lifestyle business, but the result? There are embarrassing reports that her jam stock has piled up and was even distributed for free to Netflix staff. Why did this fail? From a business analysis perspective, Meghan tried to sell luxury at a time when her public image is mired in controversy. People don't buy products based solely on brand, but on trust. Right now, public trust in the Sussex brand is at its lowest point. This strategy feels like a desperate attempt to remain financially relevant. There is one psychological factor rarely discussed: victim fatigue, public exhaustion with the victim narrative. My analysis shows that Harry and Meghan's strategy initially worked because people love underdog stories. But after years, the public is asking, when will you start creating something without attacking others? In my opinion, Meghan's business failure isn't because the product is bad, but because the public cannot separate it from her personal drama. In business, if your personal branding is toxic, even the most expensive product will struggle to sell. They are experiencing an identity crisis, wanting to be humanitarian activists while making a living by selling family secrets. Let's be honest about Hollywood. Hollywood doesn't value loyalty, only relevance. Once, taking photos with Meghan Markle was considered an achievement among American elites. But now, with declining ratings and a canceled Spotify contract, being close to them is seen as a reputational risk. Another striking analysis is their absence from major A-list events recently. This is not a coincidence. It's a silent message that they are being socially quarantined by the American entertainment industry. They are no longer assets, they are PR liabilities. What is the last move left for Harry? Many royal watchers believe Harry is attempting a soft launch return to the UK, evident in his efforts to improve his image through sports activities or hobby videos like surfing. But the problem is that the British public is notoriously difficult to forgive. My analysis suggests Harry is trying to rebuild an image as a lost man who wants to come home. However, as long as Meghan insists on her own narrative, reconciliation is impossible. They are trapped between the desire to be forgiven by the royal family and the need to keep their American content contracts alive. One overlooked issue is the behind-the-scenes war between the Montecito PR team and Buckingham Palace's PR machine. Harry believed he could control the narrative through books and documentaries. But my analysis shows the palace is executing a silent but deadly strategy. Instead of responding emotionally, the palace is letting Harry and Meghan destroy themselves through inconsistency. In my view, every time Harry makes a new claim, the public no longer sees truth but attention-seeking. The palace has successfully shifted public perception from Harry the rebel to Harry who lost his way. Asterisk, let's talk numbers. Why is losing titles financially fatal? From a business standpoint, the Sussex brand is worth hundreds of millions of dollars because of its exclusive access to royalty. If William removes their titles, they will be forced to rebrand entirely. That means all book deals, film contracts, and brand partnerships must be renegotiated. Their security costs in America alone reach millions per year. Without real income or major contracts, they could face lifestyle bankruptcy within 5 years. This is what I call a financial death sentence for the couple. This is the saddest. Yet most real part, Harry and Meghan's decisions today will shape their children's futures. My analysis points to a risk of social isolation for Archie and Lilibet. They are growing up as royals without real tradition, yet too famous to live as ordinary citizens if relations with William do not improve. These children may never know their cousins George, Charlotte, and Louis. Harry is building a wall that not only traps himself but severs his children from world history. Another rarely criticized issue is the effectiveness of their foundation, Archie. From an organizational perspective, a foundation requires legitimacy and stability. But with high staff turnover, the public is asking, is the problem the system or the leadership of Harry and Meghan themselves? Asterisk, in my opinion, they are trapped in a paradox. They want to be seen as global leaders and activists, yet their actions resemble validation-hungry celebrities. Without a solid foundation, Archewell risks becoming a PR vehicle rather than a genuine humanitarian organization. Harry wrote Spare to tell his pain. Ironically, by leaving the monarchy, he proved that without being the Spare, he lost direction. In Britain, he was a beloved prince defined by duty. In America, he is just content. My deeper analysis shows Harry is suffering from identity displacement. He gave up his military uniform for freedom, but that freedom now feels like exile. When even celebrities like Nicki Minaj begin attacking him, it signals that his cultural protection in America is gone. He is no longer a wounded prince, he is a complaining outsider. Asterisk, Prince William understands one thing: the monarchy survives only if it is seen as stable. Harry and Meghan are disruptions to that stability. My strategic analysis suggests William is preparing a surgical separation. William will not fight back in the media. He will cut communication access, financial support, and diplomatic protection. The goal? By the time he becomes king, Harry and Meghan will already be irrelevant to the British monarchy. Cold but effective. One harsh reality Harry and Meghan must face. In Hollywood, you are valued only as long as you generate profit. They were marketable because they had access to royal secrets. But my analysis shows that well has run dry. Every secret was told in Spare. Every complaint aired in a Netflix documentary. They are now facing a commodity crisis. Without new secrets to sell, Hollywood will move on. This is why Meghan is pivoting to Jan and lifestyle products, a transition from royalty to influencer. The problem? The world has thousands of influencers, but only one British royal family. Asterisk, in psychology, there is a technique called grey rocking, becoming dull and unresponsive so attention seekers lose interest. This is exactly what King Charles and Prince William are doing. They don't respond. They just worked out. My analysis shows this strategy is extremely effective. Without a two-sided conflict, Harry's victim narrative collapses. Without an opponent, his media outbursts become fading echoes. The palace is letting time do the work, turning Harry and Meghan into forgotten footnotes in history. Looking ahead, we will see the Great Divide. William will be solidified as a stable future king, while Harry may spiral into regret. My long-term analysis. Harry will eventually face a choice between ego and legacy. Staying in America without strong finances or influence risks total disconnection from his homeland. Losing a title isn't just about a name, it's about losing an identity he was born with. Is Californian freedom worth losing a place in Westminster Abbey? Asterisk, let's look at the calendar. Many of their major contracts, including Netflix, are rumored to expire or enter review in 2026. I call this the 2026 crisis. Without another explosive hit, corporations won't hesitate to walk away. This explains the behind-the-scenes panic. Physical products like jam and chocolate are being launched because they know selling family drama has limits. But can jam sales cover $2 million per year in security costs? Mathematically impossible. Big question emerges. Is Harry preparing to return to the UK alone? My analysis notes shifts in his body language during solo visits. He appears more alive when doing charity work without marital drama. In my opinion, Britain might forgive Harry, but almost certainly not Meghan. If Harry wants to save his legacy, he may face the hardest choice of his life: loyalty to his wife or reconciliation with his blood family. This is a real-life Shakespearean tragedy unfolding before us. Asterisk. Geopolitically, this drama goes beyond family. Harry and Meghan were once positioned as the modern face of the Commonwealth. Their failure leaves a major communication vacuum with younger generations. My analysis shows their downfall strengthens Prince William and Kate Middleton as the gold standard of modern monarchy. William doesn't need to destroy Harry, he lets the contrast between state duty and jam business speak for itself. That contrast will end Harry's future. Social or political relevance. Looking at the big picture, Harry and Meghan were once seen as fresh blood to modernize the monarchy. Sociologically, the opposite happened. Their failure reinforced the idea that tradition cannot be bought with popularity. In my opinion, Harry made the biggest PR mistake in history, trying to fight an institution built on service using entertainment industry tools. Entertainment is temporary, monarchy is enduring. Today, they are not reformers but cautionary tales. Reports from California reveal a sad daily reality. Surrounded by privacy, yet deeply isolated, Harry lost his group identity. In the military, he had brothers. In the palace, he had duty. In Montecito, he has content contracts. The greatest pressure now comes not from British tabloids, but from American expectations of success. In America, if you don't win, you are forgotten. For a prince once respected for who he was, having to fight for clicks and jam sales is a devastating mental decline. One truth must be acknowledged. Prince William is no longer the emotional older brother. He is the new guard. My analysis shows he's executing a total cleanup strategy. When he's crowned, there will be no lingering disruptions. Harry may think he's fighting his father, but he is facing a steel wall built by his brother. In this chess game of power, William controls every key position. Harry is no longer a threat, just fading background noise. My final prediction: we won't see another big explosion. Instead, we'll see the quiet return. Strategically, Harry may return to the UK gradually, not as an active royal, but as a civilian seeking refuge from American career failure. But he will return to a country that no longer recognizes him. Britain has moved on. William is king, and Harry's place in the public heart may be permanently closed. This is the highest price of miscalculated freedom. Gaining the world, but losing home. Ultimately, this story isn't just about royalty. It's about all of us, how we manage ambition, protect family bonds, and what happens when we burn bridges meant to be crossed. Do you feel sorry for Harry? Or do you think he got exactly what he deserved? Thank you for joining me on this long, analytical journey. If you appreciate deep and sharp analysis like this, support us by liking, subscribing, and sharing this video. Let's build an intelligent community that sees the world critically. I'm the King YouTube channel. See you in the next analysis. Stay critical. Stay objective.